Last year, a fellow countryman of yours, Glenn Irwin, went through a time in his life when you wouldn't expect a successful racer, high profile, loads of followers on his social, all that kind of thing, and outwardly a real happy person. Did you see some of the stuff? He went through a real hard time.
It's funny.
Mentally.
It's funny, you know, like when people say, like, I know you don't feel like this, but like what you just said there is like, oh, a high profile person, loads of followers on Twitter or Instagram or whatever, and like, the whole world now is just gripped in this media frenzy. Do you know what I mean? And it's not good for your mental state at all, because the thing is, like, I say if I've got 30 or 40,000 people on Twitter, how many of them would you sit down, like you're my friend, do you know what I mean? We sit down and we talk about things, like real life things. But so why on earth would you take someone's opinion of something that you would never go over a drink with or eat with or anything? Yeah. And that, how can that be good for your any mental state or anything to do with that? If you're willing to, and the thing that you never leave is your phone, right? So they're basically there in your hand or in your head all the time.
I went through hard times. I mean, I've had health problems. Going back to mid-20s, I had some reasonably big health issues. And what got me through it was I had a real support network. I got a big family, got 3 sisters, and at that time all my parents were still alive, my grandparents, and that I needed at that time. Yeah. But actually, I don't know where it'd have been if I didn't have had that, and a lot of people haven't.
And it's harder now, isn't it, for like men? Well, even like so last year or like a year and a half ago when I got sick or was sore and everything, I used to come up to your house and I would literally sit in your kitchen just so I could talk to you.
Yeah.
We wouldn't talk about anything necessarily, but it was what I needed for the day, for 20 minutes, just to get me out of the house, to stop me from like being properly depressed or unravelling completely. So it is so much harder for men, and even then, because people like us or look at people that are motorbike racers or footballers or whatever, they forget that you're somebody's son or brother or whatever. And no matter how much things you have, some of the richest and well-known people in the world are absolutely in the bottom of a pit.
Yeah, and their problems are their problems, and you sometimes can't understand their problems, but they're just as real to them as what your issues are to you.
So sad, isn't it?